Well, hello, it's Celisa coming from the channel Beautifully Me and You, where we co-create our lives to make them much more beautiful for the both of us.
You are not gonna believe what has transpired in my life since the last video.
This video is going to be all about the 21-day manifestation challenge that I'm about to start, as well as all the things that have transpired since my last video. And if that sounds like something that interests you, stay tuned. Some of you might be wondering, what is so exciting? Well, it starts like this. On the night of the new moon, which was May 4th, I recorded a video in this exact same dress and was gonna post it. I planned on editing it and posting it in regards to starting a 21-day manifestation challenge with all of you. However, life got to me. I just got super busy with work and things going on in my personal life, which I'll bring you some video footage of that time because I was recording along the way and thinking at any moment I'm gonna get this footage out and I'm gonna get it out so that everyone can participate. They might just be a week behind, you know? I definitely spoke specific things that I wanted to manifest in that video. And I think I'm gonna insert a clip of it right here. My first goal is, I am so happy and thankful now that I spontaneously received an additional $5,000 to support me. You're not gonna believe what happened. Within 10 days of me doing my meditations, doing my prayers, speaking my affirmations, surrendering and let it go, carrying positive thoughts and feelings just about life in general, I manifested $8,513. That's the amount of money that came to me out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, and I couldn't believe it myself when it happened so quickly. It was on the 14th. And a notification come to my phone that I had received a direct deposit notification for $8,513. The universe has your back. And it's crazy because the time that I wanted to, film the video, I was almost afraid to ask for fear that, what if it didn't happen? And immediately I changed my thoughts and said, oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna receive $5,000 from some unexpected source with no harm to anyone. And that was my request then, and sure enough, it transpired. Then I started thinking, if I can manifest that in 10 days, I'm gonna request some other things. It's all about setting goals. And as Oprah Winfrey says, the hardest part is asking. So I decided I'm gonna do the 21-day manifestation challenge, and I want you guys all to join along. So let me give you some tips and tricks of how I'm gonna work my program, and you then can customize it and work it your way for you. Okay? So the first thing is, this is a challenge to enhance your focus, right? You can request something small, you can request something life-changing because the universe only sees the request. It doesn't have that same gauge as we do as to if it's something small or something big. $10 or $10,000 is all the same as long as you can get behind it and believe that it's possible. The 21-day plan is going to help you to get focused and to manifest whatever specific goal you can get behind. That's the purpose of this challenge. Instead of going into all the ways and all the things that I did in order to manifest the $5,000 within 10 days, I'm instead going to give you some things that in general will help you to manifest whatever it is that you're asking for, right? Because overall, throughout these 21 days, the ultimate goal is for you to be in your best place so that the positivity can be radiated back to you, and therefore you will receive what it is that you've asked for. Miracles may occur. I'm just letting you know. First of all, you want to clear your mind, right? So you're going to spend a day or spend some time just doing deep breathing exercises. Simple inhale, hold it, and exhale will help and do wonders to clear your mind so that you can then be focused about what it is you want to ask for. You want to make room in your life for the things that you're going to ask for. So if you're asking for a new wardrobe, be prepared to clean out the one that you have. That's part of getting behind the goal that you're asking for. If you're asking for a new love or a new relationship, be prepared to take down the pictures of the ex. Get rid of the old sweatshirt that he left you or the love letters that you're holding on to. You have to make room in your heart to receive the love that you're asking for. So you want to clear out your spaces. Also, when you clean up your house, that is pretty much decluttering everything that's around you so you have the clear space in order to mentally ask for what you need with a clear mind. Okay, once you have all that done, definitely it's time to set the goal, right? You've decluttered your space, you've decluttered your mind, you now are in a peaceful, thoughtful place. It's time to ask for what you want. Now, what is it that you want? As I said, Oprah said, this is the hardest part of manifesting is getting confident enough or getting clear enough to ask. It's like, we can complain about all the things that we don't have in our life, but are we bold enough to ask and believe and receive? That's the question. And so what is it you want? Be very specific about what it is you want. And I talked about that in my last video. That was a lead into this. Be very specific about what you want, and then you can then visualize it happening in several different ways until you can get behind it and have the feelings that are associated with it. That might be one of the most important steps. Write down your goal and maybe put it on a Post-it note and put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it somewhere inside your car near the dashboard where you'll see it constantly. And I didn't really do this step because I've gotten pretty good at thinking about what it is I want, visualizing it, and remembering what the goal is, and just kind of mentally rehearsing it in my mind over time here and there. But when you're first starting out, it probably is really important that you put it somewhere where you can see it and constantly be reminded of what it is you asked for. A friend of mine once wanted to be the top sales rep in a payroll company that I worked for. And he told me that he put a note on his ceiling that said he was smart, he was bright, and he had manifested, like I think it was $1 million through his hard work and his dedication. Well, he might not have got to $1 million. I don't know that yay or nay, but what I do know is he was a top sales rep in the company. And he definitely used visualization as well as attaching a note to himself that he read every morning to his ceiling as soon as he looked up from his bed. Something to think about. Pick a manifestation song. So if you're really into finding the love of your life, what's the song that radiates that feeling of having that love in your life? I remember I used to listen to Jasmine Sullivan Burn. I love that song. I also listen to Chrisette Michelle's Golden. It's like, I'm ready to love, I'm ready to promise my all, and I don't want an ordinary love, I want a love that lasts. And about burn, it was saying you're going to feel these feelings of being in love and you just have to let it burn because this is what love feels like. Both of those songs put me in the feeling of love and relationship. And that was before I even manifested my soulmate, my twin flame, my love of my life. And I believe that that manifestation song that tied into exactly what I was asking for only helped me to get in the good feeling mood of it, which then accelerated my requests coming to me. So if you have a fitness goal or a career goal, start thinking of a triumphant song that works well for you. If you have a goal about love, think about something that puts you in the feeling of what it will feel like to have that person in your life. If you have a money goal, I don't know what to tell you. Find some song about dropping bags or something. I don't know. Having a whole bunch of money in your account, feeling like you're rich. There's plenty of songs out there right now about that. But find a song that you connect to that will bring you that good feeling. Use multi-perspective visualization. I'm not just visualizing from the first person. I'm seeing myself being joyous because I've received the money. And I'm seeing myself interacting with the things that the money was there to provide. So for me, I wanted to go to a spiritual class. And it's a course. And in order to go to that course, a part of that money was going to be designated for that. And now I've visualized myself before I even received the money, sitting in the course, third person perspective, right? Looking at myself sitting in the audience of this course that I wanted to attend. So if it's a love relationship you want, just as an example, you would then see yourself walking with this person, maybe from behind, so you don't have to necessarily visualize their face, but you see yourself holding hands, walking with this person on the beach. Or you see yourself sitting at a dinner table with someone across from you, and you can't see their face, but you can visualize that you're out to dinner with them, or that you're sitting next to them in a movie theater. So you're not just seeing it from the perspective as you looking at the person, but also of you looking at the two of you. That helps to strengthen your belief in that this specific goal will transpire. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Meditation is so powerful. Right here on YouTube is so many meditation courses, so many meditation videos. All you have to do is type in meditation for positive energy, meditation for creative energy, meditation for love, meditation for anxiety. I mean, there's just so many. I can't even define all of them that come up. You can have anything from a 5-minute meditation to an hour-long meditation right here on YouTube. But no matter what, even if you have no video playing behind you, no audio, take time in silence. That's important. It might only be 5 minutes that you're going to wake up in the morning and you're giving that time to the divine. You're giving that time to sit still and appreciate whatever thoughts come to your mind. Let them come in and let them go out. But you're giving that time out of respect. You're giving that time to pay honor to the fact that you even just woke up. Give 5 minutes of silence every day. That would be one of my biggest encouragements for you. Find 5 minutes. And if you need the guided meditation because sitting there for 5 minutes makes you feel like you're falling asleep, get on YouTube and find the guided meditation. That's how I started. I do a combination kind of both, but that's how I originally started, was just getting on YouTube, looking for a 5-minute guided meditation and sitting there listening to it. And when I open my eyes, I see something totally different than what I saw before, and it helps to reinforce my spirit of gratitude. And in the spirit of gratitude, start a gratitude journal. If every night you came home and recapped just 2 things that you were thankful for throughout your day, that's pretty simple to do. It's gonna make more gratitude come to you, the feeling of gratitude come to you more often, which accelerates your request for what it is you're trying to manifest. Now, each one of these things are helping to speed up the process for you to get what it is you've asked for, right? So you've gotten clear, you're doing these steps throughout these days, these 21 days. You should be doing it all the time, but you're doing it throughout the 21 days in an effort to accelerate your joy and gratitude and respect so that you can then receive what it is you're asking for, because you will be in the highest flying vibration, highest flying disc, I think is what Abraham Hicks says. Live as if, and I talked about this before. It's almost like you're playing with your thought process to be more focused on what it is you want versus what it is you see. And that is called faith. So you're having faith in the things that are unseen, the things that you're asking for, the things that you desire. You're so busy focusing on what it's going to feel like, what it's going to be like to have this specific thing, that you don't even pay attention to what's going on right here, right now. pay attention to the signs, right? I have a video all about signs and synchronicities. Basically, you want to pay attention because during this time, while you're being positive, you're meditating each day, you're saying your affirmations, you're writing down something that you're grateful for, you will be led. But you have to be present enough to hear the guidance, right? I talked about in the signs and synchronicities videos, these signs can go on and you won't even realize they're there unless you're connected enough to see them or to hear them and realize they're pointing you in a certain direction, which will then in turn help you to get the goal that you're trying to manifest. So pay attention to the signs and symptoms. Did I just say signs and symptoms? I am a nurse. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. And the last thing you should do is release whatever it is you're trying to attract. Now, when I say release it, I mean we're not stressing over it. The suggestions that I gave you are all in an effort to keep you in your happiest, most joyful place. But it's not to say, oh, I'm on day 10 and I still haven't received blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm on day 12 and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's not staying on your high flying disc. That's not staying positive, right? So, and that's not showing faith. So you have to surrender it to the universe and know that it's being taken care of, even though you might not see it. And that goes directly back to the faith of it all, right? So when I was trying to attract the $5,000, I mean, I had financial obstacles along the way. I needed the $5,000 for something specific and it didn't look like it was going to happen. But instead of me thinking about the fact that it didn't look like it was going to happen, I just reiterated the fact that the universe has my back and something's going to work out. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm going to continue along this process of keeping myself in the best positive space I can be. And lo and behold, while doing that, 10 days later, it showed up. My specific goals that I'm asking for this time, I'm going to keep personal. Just because they're very specific in my life and I have family and friends who watch this. And I don't want anyone to feel like they're being swayed or manipulated by what it is I'm asking for. The goals in my life are in regards to relationships and in regards to work. I will give you that information. And I am also going to film along the way the practices that I'm putting in place every day, pretty much, and uploading them once a week so you can see how I'm trying to maintain on my high flying disc, how I'm practicing staying in a spirit of gratitude and joy so that I can receive these things that I'm asking for. This is not only going to be, though, a test for you, this is a test for me. I mean, I was blown away and thus my faith restored and renewed just from receiving the money in 10 days. I decided to go for some more heartfelt goals, and that's because we can only receive what we dare to ask for. All right, well, if you liked the video, if you made it all the way to the end, you know how it goes. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment just to let me know that you made it to the end. And if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting on? Let's go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified as I update you along the way in my 21-day manifestation challenge, and I can then also keep up with how you're doing with yours. Let me know 2 of the practices in this video that you are going to implement in your 21-day manifestation down in the comments. That's what I want to hear. What 2 steps are you going to take to get closer to the goals that you want? Shoot, setting the goal is half of the battle. So, here we go.